Hey guys, what's up? It's Mike. Here with a comic review. My the usual program I record with is acting a little buggy, so I'm using the direct YouTube webcam thingamajiggy. Um, I'm doing a special review for this week. Fantastic Four number 600. It's special because of a number of reasons. Um, there's not gonna be any artwork. Partially because there are none out. Slash, I don't want to spoil anything. This book is very spoiler filled. So basic backstory: last year, Jonathan Hickman, who's been writing Fantastic Four for a long time, he had his famous three run, which ended with the death of Johnny Storm. It was a big thing in the media and the news. I actually have the last two issues of Fantastic Four from last year. This one 587 and this one 588, the fallout of Johnny's death. So with the end of the Fantastic Four, a new ongoing started called FF, Future Foundation, with Spider-Man becoming a regular cast member of the Fantastic Four. There's a little glare because of my light. New costumes, which are actually very cool, and just in general, like new story, same characters. With the added cast members of Valeria, Franklin Richards, Alex Powers, Moloids, things like that. So, with this issue starts, Marvel is going to be having two ongoings with the Fantastic Four and FF. Hickman writing both. Artwork is up in the air, I guess, for right now. So Fantastic Four number 600. It's broken into 5 parts. I'm going to be going over each part and I'll be omitting any spoilers um, whatsoever. Just because some people who already know, oh wow, they might not know what happened, slash people who don't, people who read it or slash don't read it, whatever. If you don't want to know, I'm not. This way, I'm not stepping on any toes. So start off. The first part starts off with all the major players from the current FF run: the Fantastic Four, well, the Future Foundation, the Avengers, Black Bolt, and the Inhumans, Annihilus and his Annihilus in the Negative Zone, and Parallel Universe, Reed Richards, and Doctor Doom. There's a whole bunch of stuff that is key to the first part. Like if you haven't been reading FF, you're gonna be lost right away. Um, well, sorta. So it starts off with a Kree armada attacking Earth, and the heroes rally up to stop them. At the same time, Annihilus is attacking, or Annihilus, who rules the Negative Zone, who sort of killed Johnny Storm, has is planning to bust through the portal in the Baxter building, even though it's shut, to sort of wreak havoc on the Earth. And he's planned this. He has disciples hidden throughout the Earth. They break into the Baxter building, and the kids fight them off, but had to escape. So they teleport half of the Baxter building to a safe location. The heroes who are fighting off the Kree warships, they're all split up. The Avengers are there, the X-Men are there, and Spider-Man goes off to check on the kids, and when he reaches the building, he sees the bugs, he fights them, and the portal opens up, and something surprising happens, and that's where I'm gonna end it. So, story-wise, there's a lot of information in the story that many people might not know if they don't read FF. Um, Otherwise, it's story-wise, it's good. A lot of information. Some people might not know, some people will. It's a little hard to follow along. Even I read FF and I found it was jumpy, it jumped around a lot. The book in general jumped on a lot, but this part especially bounced around a lot between a lot of stuff that happened. So yeah, storyline is good. There's some good moments. When the Armada starts their attack, Sue Storm sort of, takes control when the men are like, what should we do? Cap is like, this is a wrong day, wrong planet, being Cap. Reed Richards about to go on his science thing, and Sue is like, not that hard. She shoots ships out the sky. Um, Another part of the story I liked, Namor, he sort of asked if he could fight for love. Everyone's like, really? Now? He says, there's a chance he might die. And he says, let it be without regret, let it be with vigor, let it be as giants. Very inspiring words, like I felt. And the way they drew the images was, or Epting drew the images was very good. So art wise, Steve Epting, I like his art a lot. He was previously, I believe, before FF on a Captain America run back when Bucky first became Cap. I like that run. Um, but I like his art as well. He draws the characters very well. Um, everyone's drawn very well. They his art is very, like, I guess, realistic. Something I didn't like about his art, or one thing I don't like about his art, is the way he draws Ben Grimm. When Ben Grimm is angry or mad or something or emotional, his face contorts in a weird way. I don't really like that. Even though he's a rock monster, it's like one of his eyes and gets enveloped in his face. It's weird. Um, Otherwise, the art is good. Part one is a little jumpy, but artwork is good. I like it. So part two starts off. I can't really talk about it because it's just spoilers and would ruin everyone's lives if I told them. Basically, story-wise, I didn't like story part two. Um, it it just, like, it just felt to me, it's just like Deus Ex Machina, like wow, you're really pulling this nonsense. Art-wise, it's believed it's done by I don't know his full name. His name D Giamen Giandomenico, something like that. He does the artwork. It's the way I could describe it is it's similar to Humberto Ramos in that it's cartoony, but is not as, like, cartoony and all over the place. It's very cartoony, but sort of like laid back cartoony. Um, Colors are very bright. A lot of violence happens. There's a lot of action, but I still can't. I don't like part two personally. The art's okay. Or its art's good. I'm not gonna say okay, it's good. Um, but the writing, the whole, like, premise of part two is whatever. Part three is about Black Bull. Story wise, I didn't like it. This Black Bolt's been a major part of the FF in the last couple of issues, and it's just been boring me out. Like, it's been pretty dull. I don't like Black Bolt. He died. Came back to. He died recently. He died like a year or two ago, I believe, in War of Kings. He's back in FF, and it's just been dull for me. I don't like Black Bolt as a character. He's pretty much super banshee. He can scream really loud, or like a whisper will topple mountains and nonsense like that. Towers and buildings. I don't know. Whatever. Black Bolt. Eh. Art is by Ming Doyle. I believe. Art. The art is interesting. The way he draws his lines are very thin. Um, and there's this weird moment where him and Medusa, his wife, they sort of, like, connect into this. I totally forgot to go over the plot, but basically it's him and Medusa just talking. She's pretty upset that he has like 5 more wives now. When he came back, they gave him more wives. Like, one's a horse. It's weird. Um, she's upset that he has wives, and he's like, you're my wife. You're my first wife. They don't know me like you do. Love me as I am now who I was, 'cause you're my rock. I need you. And she essentially womans up, becomes his rock. Takes charge. So art-wise, yeah, art-wise, the art is interesting. The colors are bright. It's good. The art's good. Mingdo is a great artist. If you don't know who he is, check him out. He does. I don't remember what else he was on, but his art is good. Um, Part four is about Galactus. He meets with Reed and Sue, and he essentially tells them that their world is about to be destroyed. He's gonna help them out, which is weird because in the future, apparently Reed Richards finds a way to kill Galactus, and he tells them, regardless of that, this world is important. He's seen rebirth and death. He was born at the beginning of the universe. He's like one of the first beings. He's a cosmic entity, and on the Earth, the Asgardians, they took a Galactus seed, and which is essentially something that could give birth to a new Galactus, and he can't let that fall into anyone's hands. The Asgardians hid it in Yggdrasil, their tree of life or whatever, and basically, if they need help, essentially call him, he'll come. He gives them a device. He also mentions at the end of the story, "What do you know what your son is doing?" Franklin Richards. That's where it ends. So this story, how can I describe it? It's okay. It's only about 4 pages, 4 or 5 pages or so. It's not very long. It's the first two that are really long. Um, it's good. I always like Galactus as a character, just being this giant entity that not really no one really comprehends, and when he takes on the form, like his power is so vast and his being so great that you see him as something that's relatable to your own race. So humans see him with a human face, for example, and aliens see them as their own race. Like he's that cool and crazy awesome. And I've always remembered his line in Fantastic Four. Um, what is it? I am. Um, oh yeah, I am Galactus, devourer of worlds. Right? I hunger, things like that. Um, that's a line I always remember. Um, so art story wise, it's good. It's not too bad. Um, art is good. Um, Leniel Yu does it. Personally, I don't like Leniel Yu's artwork. He did Secret Invasion. He did the Death of Spider-Man run in New Ultimates versus Ultimates, or whatever Ultimates versus whatever shenanigans it was. He draws. The reason I don't like him, he draws his face is weird. His lines are very thick. His faces are very like gritty and just like they always look upset, and they're just shaped weird and funny. Yeah, so I don't really like his artwork, but it's good for the storyline or just in general. His artwork's good. I just don't really like it. Um, so the last part. I don't know how to describe this. So basically, what happens is it's about Franklin Richards, about what he's been doing. It tells how he created a universe using his powers because, as some of you may or may not know, Franklin Richards is a mutant born. His parents are Reed and Sue, and he has the power to essentially bend reality. He creates a fake universe, and he put it in his closet because he would get in trouble for using his powers. He's technically not allowed to because he's too young, and his parents don't want him, destroying stuff. Um, and So he goes into the world and sort of sort of what does he do he goes in the world and pretends to be a superhero, and essentially he gets dragged into what can I say? He gets dragged. He's being hero, and he's being led along by this white silhouette who tells him to go there every day to practice, and he's like, sure, whatever. He's a kid. I assume that this white silhouette is either a future version of him, sort of trying to mold him to be a better hero or a hero, because he's gonna be probably an amazing hero when he grows up because of his powers. He could do whatever he wants essentially. So that's how it ends. Story wise, it's okay. It's basically a kid at playtime, a kid having fun, and the artwork is by Farel Doyle, I believe his name is. I've actually never seen his art, like I don't remember it. It's interesting. It's more reminiscent to me of like Silver Age like comics. Like the colors are very toned down and pale. It's weird. It's interesting though. I'm gonna take a look at his art and see what else he's done and see. You know, I don't really know. So that's it for Fantastic Four number 600. The issue is long and it's a bit pricey. It's 7.99 for this cover right here. Um, I Yeah, and the variants are even more expensive. Yeah, there's a variant I liked, but it was the one after this. The cheapest one was by Giandomenico Jr. I don't like his artwork, so that was just me. Probably get a lot of shit for not liking Giandomenico's artwork. I don't know. Anyway, so I'm giving Fantastic Four number 600 4 out of 5. Even though I didn't like parts of the book, overall it's a good book. It's a little pricey, but if you like Fantastic Four and you want to start reading Fantastic Four slash FF, This is a perfect time. They're gonna be start going on two monthly. You know, it's a good time to sort of get into. You don't even have to buy it. Just go read it. And this way you have some backstory for what's gonna happen in FF slash Fantastic Four number 601, which comes out next month. All right, so all in all, good issue. A little bit pricey, but it's 100 pages for $8. Some comics usually are like 30 pages for $4. So it's your money's worth. You get a lot of story. Uh, Otherwise, not much else to say. Let me know your thoughts on the book if any of you guys read it slash are going to read it. I'd love to hear what you think about it. Me personally, this is my opinions. I'm gonna be reviewing Wolverine the X-Men number 2 soon. I lent it to a friend right when I got it. Because my friend's lazy and doesn't like to buy comic books, or he buys X-Force, but I'm getting off track. Yeah, so when I get it back from him, I'm gonna review it probably tomorrow night. Um, so thanks for watching, guys. Let me know what books you bought this week. Let me know, what you thought of them. Um, I'm interested. I would love to hear you guys' opinions about what books, like you read, and like if I don't read them, maybe I'd love to hear them. I sort of try to read everything, but I might miss something. If you've read a cool book, let me know. Also, if you want to see me review something, leave a comment or send me a message or whatever. Like, I'll be happy to procure a copy somehow, not illegally. Do not download illegally. I find a copy from either borrow it from a friend or go buy it and like review it and tell you how I feel. So thanks for watching, guys. Enjoy your books. Hope you had a great Thanksgiving. Have a good time and come back, visit my page. Leave a comment. Let me know your opinions on my videos. So yeah, thanks for watching and enjoy.